What's going on, y'all? This is John Alsace with Facemask Fantasy. We got new up-to-date fantasy content coming your way every day on this channel, so if you have not subscribed already, then please hit that button. But before we get into our main topic for today, my co-host Nick Payne put in a ton of work to give you guys a free 2021 Redraft draft kit available on our website, which can be found at facemaskpod.com. It's a great piece of content, something that other analysts might be charging you for, but we're giving it to you for free. So without further ado, let's get into some fantasy talk. And today, I want to talk about Kylin Hill. Now, Kylin Hill is 5'10", 214 pounds, and the Green Bay Packers selected him out of Mississippi State with the 256th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. He was a 4-star recruit and a 4-year contributor for the Bulldogs, and he was once considered a day 2 selection at running back, but Hill's inconsistent play throughout college and his lackluster 39th percentile adjusted spark athleticism score tanked his draft stock. In college, he was a physical runner who theoretically displayed bell cow upside in his 2019 season against tough SEC competition. But now entering the NFL, he's playing behind incumbents Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon, and with being a 7th rounder, literally the 4th from the last person drafted in the entire draft ahead of only Jermar Jefferson, Dax Milne, and Greg Stewart, he's gonna have a tough time cracking the top 2. But he could be the 3rd running back in this rotation, which would hold value if an injury were to occur, but does not hold much standalone value as is, even with Aaron Rodgers there for another season. Now, he does have to compete with practice squad running backs Dexter Williams, Patrick Taylor, and Mike Weber. Dexter Williams played college ball at the University of Notre Dame from 2015 to 2018, where he had 1,600 yards rushing and 20 rushing touchdowns over that span. That's over his entire collegiate career. And he hasn't really transitioned well to the next level either. He was waived in September 2020 and then re-signed the same month to the practice squad. He was elevated to the 53-man roster in weeks 7, 9, and 16, but really failed to contribute in any meaningful fashion in the game or on the stat sheet for anyone's fantasy teams. Mike Weber was a productive back in college at Ohio State, but he was signed to the practice squad in 2020 after the draft and was never elevated to the 53-man roster. Patrick Taylor was also a UDFA from 2020, but he was injured the entire season and is still apparently dealing with the injury that kept him out of 2020 well into training camp. Needless to say, the shiny new rookie should get the head start against all these guys considering they're all practice squad guys, and this was, despite the late draft capital, a draft pick. Now, I'd be remiss if I did not mention that Jamal Williams leaving vacates 119 rushes and 35 targets in this offense. And while many of those will be soaked up by the top 2 running backs on this depth chart, if one of them were to get injured, Hill could be a great value mid-season. That said, in redraft, he's off my board. In any season-long formats, he's pretty much off my board. I just don't see the value in rostering Green Bay's 3rd-string running back. In Dynasty, I see him go in the 4th round, and his future doesn't look super bright with the 2 clear incumbents firmly entrenched with long-term contracts that aren't going anywhere. I just don't see the upside for him long-term in this offense as anything more than an injury stash type running back. But if he ever got the playing time, he could conceivably do something with it due to the fact that he did do it in 2019 against SEC competition, which usually gives you a good idea that he can perform against high-level competition when given a shot. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Hill has any real standalone value in season-long leagues? And do you think that maybe he has the skill to eventually down the line become the secondary running back in this backfield? Put your thoughts in the comments section below. My name is John Alsace. This is Facemask Fantasy, once again bringing you fantasy content every day on this channel, so if you have not hit the subscribe button, please do. Thank you for listening and have a great day.